welcome. This video is for those of you who feel frustrated with organizing your closet. There are a lot of videos that I've noticed on closet organizing, and I decided to encourage those of you who may struggle with closet organizing. I've always been kind of an organized person anyway, so it's not really that much of a challenge for me. But I've discovered over the years that there are tips, there are things that you can do that definitely help you. I too even have my days where I'm not very organized and I'm really just throwing things about. I'm in a hurry. I've got some other things going on in the house and I'm just not really on my game. So I'll have a pile of things kind of collecting, whether it's shoes or bathing suits or things that need to be hung up. And that, you know what? That's okay. It's okay to not always be on your game and not have everything perfectly in its place. I wanted to make this video for you. One of the things that I did, because I've lived in this house for quite some time, is I had my carpenter build these shelves. These weren't always here. And I designed them, took a little piece of graph paper, drew them up, gave them to my carpenter and said, this is what I want. And they're just cubicle spaces, nothing fancy. It's really just a way for me to compartmentalize my items. Not everything in them is folded just perfectly. And you know what? That's okay. If you're like that and you just need to stick things right here in this cubby, stick these hats over here in this cubby, stick these hats here or these purses here, that's okay. It's okay to just compartmentalize. I think that's really just helping you stay organized. To compartmentalize, stick things where you know if you go, it's going to be there. Another thing I did, which I noticed there are a lot of people who do this, and I think it's a great tip, is to color code your clothes. I've color coded all my black items. I have my whites down here, and the very few bits of color that I wear, which are lavenders and purples, teals and navies, or grays over here. A very small items there for red, and a little brown because I don't like brown. I don't wear it very often. Color coding, to me, is a great way to stay organized. Not everything has to be perfect. All the skirts, all the blouses, everything from winter to spring to summer to fall. Not everything has to be that way. Mainly, you just want to have sense in your closet, making sense where you can go. You know, I don't dress up all that often, but when I need to or I need to pack, I can come in here and kind of stare and think, okay, what am I going to need? Where am I going? What restaurant am I going to? Do I need jeans? What do I need? I have all my bathing suits down here at the end. So it's great to have all my bathing suits. As you can see, my husband's bathing suits are over there and my bathing suits are there. Just keeping things compartmentalized, kind of in a category. I think that helps a lot. Another thing that I have down here at this end are just maxi dresses. I've got some suits here for that occasional wedding or funeral, you know, that you got to go to. This is a blessing in the fact that it's a big closet, and I haven't always had a big closet. I've actually had very tiny, tiny closets. But over the years, I've gotten more and more and more on my game, more tips, more thought put into it. Another thing I do, which helps me a lot, are to buy cubicles. As you can see, just buying a simple, very easy, inexpensive cubicle, whether it be underwear, scarves, just somewhere to put your scarf. They don't have to be all folded up. My darlings, you want to stay sane, okay? And we live in the real world. You can't have who has time to do that? To fold all of their scarves into pretty little rosebud. Nobody has time for that. So in order just to stay sane, cubicles are a great way to compartmentalize and stay organized. Now, years ago, when I was younger and had lots of pretty high heels, one of the things I always thought was so fun, and I learned this from my mother, she used to take the shoe boxes and write on the outside with a Sharpie pen what the high heel was, whether it was a pink stiletto or a black glitter pump or a this or a that. I think that's great, but they take up a lot of room to do that. And if you don't have a lot of room to do that, really, you can just do something simple. And that is what I've done here. Just stick your shoes right here in these little cubicles. Very simple. They're my go-tos. You see? Look. Very simple. See? And guess what? I still managed to stay organized. So don't stress yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. I say, just keep sane by compartmentalizing, keeping things in somewhat of a good order, and you'll be okay. So I hope this video has helped you a little bit, just to be a little bit easier on yourself. Don't stress yourself out. You watch all these videos where these people are folding things, little underwears into cute little color code. Who has time for all of that, I say. So keep sane, live in the real world, and just put your things categorically, either color code them if you can, put them in cubicles, kind of keep things when you can, and stay sane. I hope this video has helped you. Stay tuned. Love you guys.